now what we do is we know what the state of the banks are. Now the point is we need to get it going again. For that, certain amount of recapitalization is being done. Also, the good news that some money is coming back from the IBC process. As you may know, the first 12 cases alone, my guess is somewhere in the range of maybe 1.2 lakh worth, lakh crores worth will come back just from the first 12 cases. But even outside that, there are many large numbers of cases where the companies have come back and repaid loans even before they got into that process, and I'm told it's something in the number of 80 to 90,000 crores worth that came back even before they went through the process. So very sizable amounts of money that have coming back from assets that were provisioned for, written down, are coming back. So that's another source of resources for banks. But point taken, there will be areas where the government may have to provide them support, and wherever it is necessary, we will provide it, particularly since we recognize that while the very large companies can fund themselves through the capital markets or even go abroad, it is the MSME sector that relies heavily in the traditional banking system.
How soon can we expect the, I know out of the 2.11 lakh crore rupees that was promised to the PSU banks, a lot of it has already been disbursed. When do we see that last tranche, the final?
So it will be done, as I said.
Is there going to be a criteria for it?
Well, some part of it has to be regulatory capital, because that's regulatory. But we do recognize that we need to give growth capital to particularly the better banks. So where necessary, growth capital will be provided.
Last time when I spoke to you, you said that the differentiated norms for power sector are looking tough. And now there is a report that the DFS secretary has proposed, in which he is saying that another 180 days should be given when it comes to commissioned projects. Isn't that a differentiated approach?
Clearly, we adjust along the way. And I think I always say that, look, we try to do our best, but when we get feedback that you need to change, we will change. So I can only say that the DFS secretary did go through this issue, and we will look at this proposal and take a call. In general, having too many differentiated approaches for every sector is too confusing and complicated. So it's not something we like to do usually. Now, in the specific case, for example, real estate, you may have to do it because there is a specific problem, because home buyers are a part of the ecosystem, which is not the case in other sectors.
Will we hear more on mergers and consolidation in the banking sector, given the fact in the next 10 months we will see elections coming?
This is a second order solution. The first order solution is to get the banks running again, to capitalize them, the ones that are outside PCA to grow again, and even the ones that are in PCA to get them off PCA in the longer run, and get the capital requirements for investment and working capital for the economy in general and the MSMEs provided for. That is the key thing that we need to do, and of course cleaning up the NPAs through the IBC process. Longer term, we will need perhaps to consolidate and rationalize, but those will be done with commercial decisions. There's no point in taking two poorly performing banks and adding them together. All you get is a larger, poorly performing entity.